From the news, Zamfara State government assists communities displaced by banditry with food items. State government prohibit farmers from planting crops that grow tall within 100 meters abroad to enhance security. Plus, Nigerian female referee to officiate 2025 Women's African Cup of Nations tournament. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to NTA News. I am Abdul Hakim Ahmad Yaqub. Now the full text of the bulletin. The Zamfara State government has assisted the communities displaced by banditry in Mada, Ruambori district of Gusau local government area with 210 bags of assorted grains to cushion their hardship. The state acting governor Malam Mani Mumuni disclosed this while on sympathy visit to the affected communities in Mada. Correspondent Muhammad Saidu has more on the report.
Bandit activities have recently displaced some communities in Mada and Ruambori districts of Gusau local government who are now taking shelter in Mada. In view of this, the state acting governor Malam Mani Mumuni led government's delegation on sympathy visit to the affected communities. He stated that government is worried about their plight and it will do everything possible to make sure they return to their villages and participate in this year's rainy season farming. He announced the donation of 70 bags of rice, maize and millet each. While sympathizing with them, the acting governor also assured that government will look into the possibility of rehabilitating their burnt houses. Malam Mani reiterated their position against reconciliation with criminals and expressed optimism that banditry will soon be a thing of the past. He called on the public to continue supporting government's effort towards restoring lasting peace in the state. The district head of Mada, Bashir Magaji, thanked the state government for the concern and wished the entourage safe journey back home. Muhammad Saidu, NTA News.
The Zamfara government has issued a directive prohibiting farmers from planting crops that grow tall within 100 meters of road. Directive is aimed at enhancing security and prevent banditry in the state. Correspondent Halliru Muhammad Umar examined the implication of the directive and its potential impact to farmers and food security. The report.
The prevalent security challenges in Zamfara state have compelled successive governments to take drastic measures aimed at addressing the situation. The recent of these measures is a directive issued to farmers prohibiting them from planting crops that grow tall within 100 meters of roots.
It has been proven that during the rainy season, during the cultivation periods, bandits or criminals take advantage of those tall crops to, attack innocent citizens on the highways mostly.
Any measure, in fact, that is aimed to reduce the issue of insecurity is welcomed by us.
The directive has, however, raised concerns about its potential impact on the livelihood of farmers and food security in the state.
The number of lands that are being under cultivation has been reduced, so yield is automatically reduced. Therefore, there could be lacuna, there could be gap in terms of food production, food supply, and then we set in what is called food insecurity.
We can't say this is a bad policy, but there is also an impact on those vulnerable people. They should also assess and find out how can they help these people.
The respondents emphasize the need for the government to intervene towards mitigating the impact.
The government is supposed to find out and also issue an alternative way of helping them.
Above all, to ensure that farmers go back to their lands, that needs to provide adequate security, put all the measures, redouble their effort to ensure that security is restored.
All effort to get the reaction of the state government on the matter proved unsuccessful. In Gusau, Halliru Muhammad Umar, NTA News.
Motorists in the Zamfara state appealed to the state government to include the drainage system at the ongoing underground water pipe repairs that busted along Kantindaj Road in Gusau. Some motorists in Gusau City made the appeal while speaking with NTA News on the matter. Correspondent Umar Adamu has more on the report.
About 2 months ago, the Tudunwada Kantindaji Road in Gusau developed some problem caused by busting from underground water pipes that were laid many years back before the road was dualized. Since then, the Zamfara state government mapped out the necessary repairs to be carried out. As the state government fulfilled its promise by repairing the road, the work were greeted with excitement by motorists and traders in the area.
We thank God for giving us somebody like him, our governor, Zamfara State Governor, because since it's entered that state, we Igbos, especially Igbos, see changes. Development, especially airports, that gives us a joy so much. The airports, construction airport, and the roads is doing for us. And we thank him for inputting. Let's have a normal insecurity in Zamfara State.
The respondent also commended Governor Dauda Lawal for the massive infrastructure development while appealing to include drainages in the work which was constructed below standard. With this development, it is expected that normal water supply will resume in the affected areas after completion. In Gusau, Umar Adam, NTA News.
The annual house-to-house Salah visitation is one of the characteristics of both Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Kabir for children. The idea, which is among the popular cultural heritage in Hausa land, is aimed at seeking the blessing of the elders and the leaders. A correspondent, take a look on how this year looks like. The report.
Eid al-Kabir, which is usually observed on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah annually, is characterized by different types of events. The Eid al-Kabir, also known as Eid al-Adha, is a major religious festival celebrated by Muslims worldwide. It is a time to commemorate the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam to sacrifice his son Ismail as an act of obedience to Allah's command. The festival is marked by sacrifice of an animal like sheep, goat, cows, and camel after observing 2 rak'at congregational prayers. Apart from spiritual engagement to celebrate the time, Muslims also extend greetings through visitation to family members, relatives, friends, and leaders to exchange gifts and share meats. The roads are mostly seen busy with children wearing different new clothes and toys. This year's children in Gusau went round for the traditional visitation and greetings to seek the blessings of the elders.
Ina gaida mamata, ina gaida babana. Ina gaida mamata kuma ina gaida kakata. Ina gaida antita da daki tara, ina gaida innata da arawiya da kuma sauran yan uwa. Ina musu barka da sallah.
Muslim faithful globally celebrate both Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Kabir annually in accordance with the dictate of religion and their own personal traditions.
Now on the sport updates. Female Nigerian referee Yemi Akintoye has been selected to officiate the 2025 Women's African Cup of Nations tournament. Our correspondent, Elias Allo, was there and now report.
A Nigerian referee, Yemisi Eunice Akintoye, has been officially selected as one of the 18 elite match officials by the Confederation of African Football (CAF) to officiate at the 2025 Women's African Cup of Nations (WAFCON), set to take place in Morocco from July 5th to 26th July 2025. She is a member of the Lagos State Football Referees Council. She was selected after an impressive performance at the WAFCON preparatory course, where she passed intensive program-tested referees' fitness, technical knowledge, and real-time decision-making in Cairo, Egypt recently. A FIFA badge referee since 2021, she has officiated at the WAFU Women's Champions League and CAF Women's Champions League. She now joins an elite group of officials, including renowned names like Rwanda's Salima Makasanga, as part of CAF top-tier referee corps for the prestigious tournament. Meanwhile, Senegal became the first African country to defeat England in the history of international football with a 3-1 friendly game victory this week. The Teranga Lions of Senegal come from behind at the City Ground after a goal from Harry Kane gave Thomas Tuchel Toto England an early lead. Ismail Sarr equalized. Habib Diarra scored the second before Czech Tadiani Sabali sealed the 1-3 victory late in March. In another related sport news, Uzbekistan have qualified for the FIFA World Cup 2026 for the first time ever, and this called for massive celebrations as a result of their country qualifications. Every player on the squad will receive a brand new car as a reward for their incredible achievement. Elias Allo, NTA Sport Update.
With this report on the sport, we conclude the news tonight. Thank you for watching and have a blessed night. Assalamu alaikum.